Harar Mahadev, welcome to my channel. Today we are targeting hamstrings. Starting with a hamstring sweep pump, result from today's session. Now first exercise is hip abductors machine, a crucial warm up for my hamstrings and hips. This exercise helps open up the hips, increases mobility and activates the muscles around the hamstrings to prepare them for heavier compound lifts like Romanian deadlifts. Warming up properly reduces injury risk and improves performance. Keep the movement controlled, focus on the squeeze at the peak contraction and don't rush the reps. It's all about building a solid foundation before you load the weights. Now moving on to Romanian deadlifts, the king of hamstring builders. Keep your back straight and your chest up as you hinge at the hips, feeling a deep stretch in your hamstrings on the way down. Control the descent to maximize muscle engagement and avoid injury. Focus on driving your hips forward as you return to standing position, squeezing the glutes and the hamstrings at the top. This movement not only builds hamstring size and strength, but also improves hip mobility and posterior chain stability. Perfect form and slow, deliberate reps are key here to get the most out of every set. Next exercise is Bulgarian Split Squats to focus on hamstrings and glutes. My back foot is supported on the bench behind me and I'm positioned near the squat rack so I can lightly hold it with my front hand for balance and control. Unlike the traditional upright posture, I lean my torso slightly forward. This shifts really the target to the hamstrings and glutes more effectively rather than the quadriceps. Starting with my left leg forward, I step into the movement slowly, lowering myself down while maintaining tension in the hamstrings and glutes. Keep my knee tracking over my toes and focus on pushing through the heel as I rise back up. Control on the way down and squeeze on the way up is essential. After completing the set on my left leg, I will switch over and moving on to the right leg forward and left leg resting on the bench. The same forward lean and control movement apply here, ensuring equal work on both sides to prevent any kind of imbalances. This exercise is a game changer for hamstring and glute development because it combines strength, balance and flexibility all in one. Keep your core engaged and focus on the mind-muscle connection throughout the entire set for maximum benefits. Let me know how you feel after performing this exercise in your leg day. Next exercise is wide stance leg press to hit the hamstrings and glutes by placing my feet wider on the platform and focusing on pushing through the heels. This variation shifts more emphasis onto your hamstrings and glutes rather than your quads. Keep your back flat against the pad and avoid letting your hips lift off to protect your lower back. Control the descent with a deep stretch in the targeted muscles. Then drive through the heels to fully engage your posterior chain on the way back up. Don't lock your knees at the top. Keeping the tension on the muscles throughout the entire movement is key for building strength and size. This exercise complements compound hip movements perfectly and is essential for a balanced leg development. Next exercise is seated leg curls, a key hamstring isolation exercise. I make sure to secure the belt around my hips to keep them firmly pressed against the bench, especially when the weight gets heavy. This prevents my hips from lifting and helps maintain proper form throughout the set. Focus on controlling the movement both ways, curling the weight down slowly to contract the hamstrings fully and resisting on the way back up to maximize the tension. Keep your hips stable, avoid using momentum and squeeze at the peak contraction for best results. This exercise is perfect for targeting the hamstrings in isolation and building both strength and muscle definition. Next up is hip adductor machine, a great way to train and strengthen the inner thighs. This exercise targets the muscles on the inside of your thighs, which play a key role in stabilizing the hips and knees during the compound lifts like deadlifts and squats. Using a controlled, deliberate movement helps improve hip mobility and can prevent injuries during heavy training. I focus on squeezing my inner thighs at peak of the movement and lowering the weight slowly to maximize the muscle activation. Consistent work here complements your hamstring and glute training, improving the overall leg strength and balance. Finishing off with standing calf raises to target the calves. This exercise focuses on the gastrocnemius, the larger muscle that gives your calves that round, full look. Keep a slight bend in your knees to reduce the joint strain. Drop your heels for a deep stretch, then push up onto the balls of your feet as high as possible. Hold the top position briefly to maximize the contraction and lower back down with control. No bouncing. Slow, deliberate reps build strength and size effectively. Calf training is often overlooked, but strong calves are essential for overall leg balance and athletic performance. Pump check, showing the results of today's hamstring grind. These hamstrings aren't built overnight. They are a product of relentless discipline day in and day out. Leg day demands sacrifice and focus. It burns more, pushes harder, and tests your will like no other. The sweep, the thickness, the definition you see here is a testament to years of showing up when it's rough, embracing the grind, and staying consistent. This isn't about quick fixes or shortcuts. It's about stoicism, patience, and the quiet power of perseverance. For every young athlete watching, remember, real growth comes from enduring the struggle and committing to the process, no matter how long it takes. Stay disciplined, stay focused, and your hard work will show, one rep at a time. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Har Har Mahadev.